Hey, I hope everyone is going well. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be covering the topic of supplements for teenagers, kind of covering which supplements you should be taking regarding your goals, and kind of covering it based on my point of view and my personal experience. So in this video, I'm going to be covering supplements such as protein powder, creatine, pre-workout, BCAAs. So diving into the first one, which is protein powder. So if you were thinking of taking protein powder, I totally recommend it. I mean, it is very effective whether you are bulking or cutting, and there is different ways to take it depending on your goals. So starting with bulking, based on my personal experience and what I find works best is that if you are bulking, a way to use protein powder in order to work towards your advantage is to actually use it in order to add on those excess calories as well as protein intake throughout your day. And so that being said, you can always take a protein shake right after your workout, as well as to take protein with milk if you want to add on those extra calories, like I said. So all around for bulking, it's a great way to add on your muscle mass, your weight, and make sure you hit that protein intake as well as your calorie intake for the day. Now diving into cutting. Now if you want to cut and use protein powder to your advantage, you can also do so as well. Protein can be a great way to minimize your calories as well as hitting your protein intake, because obviously when you are shredding down, that can come with losing muscle mass. So taking protein powder allows you to maintain your muscle mass while you shred down that fat. And so that being said, you can use protein to actually replace certain meals, whether it's your breakfast or your lunch, or you can actually take protein powder with water. It's a really great way, like I said, to minimize your calories but also hit that protein goal while you are shredding. Now diving into the second one, which is creatine. Now creatine is less commonly used than protein powder. However, it is also really effective if you are someone that has a faster metabolism and you find that it is harder for you to put on weight as well as muscle mass, then I do recommend creatine for you. Now the thing about creatine is that it is a natural supplement because creatine is something that is found in red meat. So you can consume it that way, obviously, but the whole goal of a supplement is to isolate that in order for you to consume it a lot easier. Now there are a few side effects that come with creatine. The first is that when you start intaking creatine is that you really got to make sure you stay hydrated. It does give you cotton mouth and it does make you feel dehydrated throughout the day, but you got to make sure to stay hydrated throughout the day or else you'll get a few side effects like some muscle twitches. Now, contrary to many beliefs, I don't think that creatine is a bad supplement. I mean, obviously, when you take everything in proportion, it can benefit you, but it can also cause more harm than benefits if you don't follow the right proportions and take too much of it. But yeah, just to conclude the subject of creatine, I do find that it is very effective, but I recommend it more for people that find that it is a lot harder for you to put on muscle mass, weight, and just have an overall faster metabolism. Now, diving into the third one, which is pre-workout. So personally, I'm not a huge fan of pre-workout just because I don't like feeling dependent on something in order to feel energized throughout my workout. And so that being said, when you start consuming pre-workout consistently and you try doing a workout without consuming it, then you're gonna feel a lot less energized because your body does get used to it and it does depend on that caffeine and chemical intake in order to feel energized throughout your workout. Now, in certain cases, I mean, let's say you're trying to do a workout because you didn't get enough sleep, then maybe I would recommend it. But even then, I mean, as a teenager, you are still young, you still have a lot of energy, and I would just say use that natural energy that you have in order to get a good workout without depending on any sort of pre-workout. Now, diving into the fourth one, which is BCAAs, also known as amino acids. Personally, I do use BCAAs, and the whole goal of BCAAs is to enhance your exercise performance as well as to build muscle growth. Now, if you are under the age of 18, I wouldn't recommend it. I would say just, work out naturally and you could still put on size that way. But if you are 18 or over, then BCAAs isn't a bad idea if you're trying to enhance your muscle growth as well as your exercise performance. I mean, if you do have access to it, go for it, give it a try. However, I personally wouldn't say it's as effective as protein powder, for example. Now, just to conclude all of this, I do believe that at the end of the day, if you're under the age of 16, then I wouldn't recommend any supplements other than protein powder and creatine maybe, but I would say consult with someone like a doctor or a medical expert. Anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed this quick video regarding regarding my point of view on these supplements and which one I recommend. I mean, if I were to list them, I would say protein is first, creatine is second, BCAAs, then pre-workout. This goes for teenagers. Pre-workout is last just because I'm not a huge fan of feeling dependent on something, as I said. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video and you guys want to stay tuned for more workout tips, tutorials, calisthenic videos, etc., then please make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as to leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video.